Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today we will explore the essential concepts of Ihram, the Haram boundary, and Miqat, three fundamental aspects every Muslim must understand when performing Hajj or Umrah. Ihram is the sacred state that a Muslim enters for the purpose of performing Hajj or Umrah. It represents purity, humility, and devotion to Allah. But Ihram is more than just wearing two simple white garments. It involves a set of rules and spiritual commitments. While in the state of Ihram, there are specific prohibitions a pilgrim must observe. Avoid cutting hair or nails, refrain from using perfumes or scented products, do not engage in marital relations, abstain from arguing, fighting, or using foul language, avoid killing or harming animals, even insects, and do not cover the head for men or the face for women. These rules help maintain the sanctity of the pilgrimage, reminding the pilgrim of their spiritual journey. Before entering Makkah for Hajj or Umrah, pilgrims must first stop at a designated boundary known as the Miqat. The Miqat is a station for assuming Ihram. There are specific locations depending on where a pilgrim is coming from. Now, if you happen to be an international traveler, you have various different options. For example, most people would tend to get a flight where they have a transit. So for us recently, we stopped off at Cairo Airport. They had a designated area for pilgrims to get into the state of Ihram, have a shower, to wear your clothes, and to make intention. When approaching the Miqat area on board on the plane, the captain usually makes an announcement to say that we are now entering or about to enter the Miqat area so that you can make your exact intention. The Haram boundary, or the sacred precinct, is an area around Makkah that holds special significance. Within this boundary, certain actions that are permissible outside become forbidden or require expiation. Within the Haram boundary, hunting or harming animals is strictly prohibited, uprooting or cutting trees and plants is forbidden, and carrying weapons is not allowed, except for legitimate reasons like defense. These rules emphasize the sacredness of Makkah and the need for peace and respect in this holy place. The ihram for men consists of two simple white sheets, one wrapped around the lower body, known as the izar, and the other draped over the upper body, known as the rida. This simplicity represents the equality of all Muslims before Allah, regardless of status or wealth. When wearing the ihram, several rules must be observed to maintain its sanctity and fulfill the requirements of the pilgrimage. First and foremost, men must ensure that their ihram garments are free of any tailoring or fitted stitching. This means that the cloth should not be sewn to fit the shape of the body. The purpose is to avoid any form of adornment or tailoring that could differentiate one person from another. Footwear is also subject to specific guidelines. Pilgrims must wear open foot sandals or shoes that leave the ankles and the tops of the feet, including the heels, exposed. This ensures that no part of the foot is enclosed, keeping the pilgrim in a state of humility and simplicity. Men are also prohibited from covering their heads while in ihram. This includes hats, caps, or anything that fully covers the head. The uncovered head symbolizes submission and openness before Allah. In addition to these primary rules, there are other important guidelines. No undergarments or tailored clothing should be worn under the ihram. The use of perfumes or scented products on the body or the ihram is prohibited, for example, antiperspirant or deodorant. Women, although allowed to wear regular clothing, must ensure their attire meets the modesty requirements, covering the entire body except for the face and the hands. These rules are designed to strip away worldly distinctions and help the pilgrim focus solely on their spiritual journey. Wearing the ihram is more than just following these set of rules. It is a profound act of entering a sacred state. The simplicity and uniformity of the ihram serve as a reminder that in the eyes of Allah, all are equal, and it is one's piety and devotion that truly matter. By adhering to the rules of wearing the ihram, the pilgrims purify themselves physically and spiritually, preparing to meet their Lord in the most humble and sincere way. May Allah accept our efforts and grant us the ability to perform Hajj and Umrah with true devotion.